Yeah. All right, so what'd you guys get for number 2? I got about 166 hours. Huh? Well, that's what the book says the answer is. Oh, I mean, no, I don't think so. What about number 4? What'd you guys get for number 4? About 7,400? Sure. Yeah, just round that one. So, you're talking about a dinosaur bone found. What? So this is isotope. What formula are we using? That's first. A equals A sub 0 times 2 to the negative t over k. Okay, so that's step 1. Figure out what formula you're supposed to use. Step 2, let's plug in the given information. So a dinosaur bone was found with 80, but it originally contained 200. So which one, where does the 80, where does the 200 go? 80's the A. Remember, when you use this formula, the original has to be bigger than what A is currently. Why?
That's how it works out.
But that's it's decaying. It's going away. So it started big, it's getting smaller. Times 2, we're not going to know T, but we do know K. K is the half-life. What's the half-life? 5570. K. Hold on. Pocket has a hole in it. My key keeps falling down in the pocket.
Use your other pocket.
But then I got my other keys. See, I have 2 sets of keys. School keys, car keys.
Car keys on your desk. You're not going to need them.
Because then I don't want, they get big. Because, you know, car keys got the stupid key fob on there and it's big. And so I could, but it's kind of, I don't want to. I'll forget them. I'll put them on my desk, and then I'll either have a weird student like you steal my keys, and then I won't, you know, be able to find them, or I'll leave them there, and then I'll walk out to my car and go, oh crap, my keys are still on my desk, and I'll have to walk all the way back in. I don't want to do that. So what do you do first? What? Divide by 200. So grab my calculator. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, divide by 200. So 80 divided by 200. I get 0.4 is equal to 2 to the negative t over 5570. So that's first step. Get it to that step. What do I do once I get here? Switch forms. What's this going to be? Log base of 0.4 is equal to negative t over 5570. This I can calculate by doing log of 0.4 divided by log of 2, right? So I get negative 0.11 whatever is equal to negative t over 5570. What's the only last step? Multiply by that negative 5570. And you get about 667. Wait. Oh, I didn't put a divide symbol in there. Darn it. I did. So I'm going to fix that. Go back in here. I got to insert a division symbol. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Not only that, I can go back up and grab this answer times that. Bring that down and bam! It'll redo. It's nifty stuff there, huh? More than know. I was feeling a little historic today. I can't remember if this is like Alexander Hamilton or if it's Jefferson, but I was feeling historic. Is it Jefferson? I think it's Jefferson. But it could be Hamilton too. I don't remember I don't remember what they look like. What'd you guys get for 6? Should be about the same answer, shouldn't it? About 7,400. Yeah?
No, you should do that one too.
It's basically the same problem.
You're basically the same problem.
Well, you know. Same formula, right? A equals A sub 0 times 2 the negative T over K. So what do they give you? Shell found with 60, carbon 14. It originally had 150, so A is 60. A sub 0 is 150. And then determine the age. Well, do we know the carbon 14's half-life? Isn't it 5570? So it's pretty much the exact same problem. Oh, silly girl. All right, what'd you guys get for 8? About 50? Yeah. Same equation. What'd you guys get for 10? Nothing? So let's read this one. So this one's money. What's the formula we're going to use? A equals P 1 plus R over N to the NT power. So they said we invest $4,000. So that's my P, right? Okay. 7%, 0.07. Compounded semi-annually. What's that mean? Twice a year. Okay. And here's where everybody makes their mistakes. How many years, so we don't know T, will it take before I get $3,000 worth of interest? What's A in this case? 7,000. Why 7,000? It's total amount of money. I had 4. They want to give me 3. Now I got 7. What's step 1? Divide. So I got to do 7,000 divided by 4,000. I'm just going to type in 7 divided by 4 because same diff, right? 1.75 equals, I want to figure out what that mess is. 0.07 divided by 2. Add 1. Add 1. Okay, so I get to here. What's next? What's next? Switch forms, right? What's that in log form? Log base. The 1.035 of the 1.75 is equal to 2t. Just switch forms. So I go log of the 1.75, divide that by the log of my 1.035. What's the last step? Divide by 2. There you go, about 8.1 years. Where'd I lose you? I mean, all I did was divide by the 4,000, right? That's where I got that. Figured out that mess. That's just 1.035. Switch forms. So log base that of that is equal to 2t. What did you guys get for 12? Nothing? 6 point.
This is the one I tried to
All right. A equals P 1 plus R over N in T power. So what they give you? You invest $2,500, so I got 25 as my P. 1 plus K. Right? Compounded monthly, so my n is 12. Okay. How many years, don't know time, will it take to double? What's my A? 5,000. So, what's step number 1? Divide by 2,500. 5,000 divided by 25,000. 5,000 divided by 2,500 is going to be 2. I got to figure out what that mess is. 0.105. Divide that by 12. Get that little decimal. Add 1. And I got 1.008 whatever to the 12t power. What's next? Switch forms. What's that going to be in log notation? Log base, the 1.008 number, right, of 2 is equal to 12t. So how do I calculate that? Or log of 2 divide by log of that thing, right? What's the last step? Divide by 12. What do I what? Yeah, you can use the log base button if you want to do the log base. I mean, if I go math and I grab the log base and I type in the 1.00875 number in the base and I put in a 2, I'm going to get the same answer as I got the other way. I'm going to just divide by 12. So your answer should be 6.6. Keep that mask up, Mr. Frenchie. Good with those? What did you guys get for 14? Huh? Let's try it. So, Mr. Kakatani, found 12 milligrams of radioisotope in the soil. After only 5 hours, only 8.2 has remained. So, here's my formula. A equals A sub 0 to negative T over K, right? So what's my A sub 0? It was found with 12. 5 hours later, it's 8.2. Which one's A? Which one's A sub 0? A should be the smaller one. Remember? It's decaying, it's going away. Now in this case, what do I know? Do I know the T or the K? I know the T. So the T is 5, right? Negative 5 over K. All right. What's next? Well, divide by 12. So I got to do 8.2 divide by 12. Okay. So I get 0.683 is equal to 2 to the negative 5 over K. What's next? Switch forms, which would be log base, the 0.683 repeating, of 2 is equal to negative 5 over K. Yes? This I can calculate. Log of 2 divided by log of that 0.683 number. Now, here's where a lot of people get confused. So I've got negative 1.8 whatever is equal to negative 5 over K. How do I solve that? Think of it like a butterfly problem. How would I solve that? Wouldn't I do 5 times 1 and then divide by that? So I have to do negative 5 divided by the negative 1.82. If you just think of it like a, come on, butterfly problem. It's not too bad. So there's your answer, 2.7. Good with those? 16 is historically the hardest question on this whole assignment. I think it's the easiest. So they give you this formula, right? F of t is equal to, what is it? 12,000 over 1 plus 599 e to the negative 0.7t. Okay? Now what are they asking? What's it say in the story problem? The town of Middlebury, the spread of the virus is such t weeks after its outbreak. If f of t persons have contracted the virus, where there's the formula, how many people had the virus at its outbreak? What's outbreak? When it started. Which means what? Which means how much time has passed? What's t here? T is 0. What's negative 7.7 times 0? 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. 1 times 599 would be 599 plus 1. This whole question boils down to what is 12,000 divided by 600? There are 20 people at the outbreak. It really is that simple. That whole question boiled down to what's outbreak mean? No time has passed. Good stuff? How about 18? What'd you guys get for 18? What? Didn't finish it?
I got like the very last part for the.
So this is the same formula, right? So we're using the same formula. Except this is a t, right? And what are they asking for in number 18? When is that going to equal what? 6,000. So basically, all we got to do is set that equal to 6,000. There's a lot of fluff in there. What do I do first? I know what I would do. This is basically a butterfly problem, isn't it? So I would butterfly it, but I wouldn't actually multiply. Because I'm going to do this times this is 6,000 times that. Equals 12,000. Okay, what's next? Divide by 6,000. So what is 12,000 divided by 6,000? 2. What am I going to do with this 1 next? Because I'm going to have 1 plus 599 e to the negative 0.7t equals 2. 599e negative 0.7t is going to equal 1, right? Subtract the 1. So then I got to do 1 divide by 599, and I get all the way to here where it says e to the negative 0.7t is equal to that thing. What's next? What? Yeah, I just divided it over there. So what's next? What is that in log notation? Log base E. What's another way to write log base E? ln. That's log base E of the 0.001 number is equal to negative 0.7t. So all I have to do is take the natural log of that thing and then do what? Divide by negative 0.7. Bam, answer's 9.1. Craziness. No? So, with problems like this, if we're struggling with a problem like this, I need to know where is the struggle. Because to me, these are a four-step process. Step one, figure out the formula. Are we able to figure out what formula to use for these? Is that causing us problems? Okay. Step two, plug in the given information. Plug in the 6,000 in the right spot. Is that step causing us problems? Yes? Okay. Because then the third step to me is get rid of the fluff. Simplify this down to this step right here. Where you have, so go from here to here. Where you have a number raised to the exponent equals another number. That's where we have to get it to. Are we struggling with that part of the algebra?
Really just like the very first part of it, and then once you get that, it gets easier.
Okay. And then from there, the fourth step is just switch forms and finish the, It seems like we're pretty good with that part. So would you guys say the hardest part is just plugging in the given information? Okay. The best thing to do then is just more practice. Because the more practice you get with these, that's really the only way to get better at where do the numbers go in. Did you guys get 20? Let's try it. So what's the formula? What formula do they want you to use? It's in 19, right? F of t is equal to 80 times 1 minus e to the negative 0.025t. Right? So that's how many words Jose can type an hour, basically. How many words per minute can Jose type after 25 hours of practice? What piece of information did they give you? Huh? 25, but what is that? That's time. So you just plug that in for time. So 80, 1 minus e, negative 0.025 times, what's the t they give you? 25? Is this a problem that you're going to need logs to solve? No. This is just order operations. Multiply, figure out what e to that power is, do 1 minus that, times that answer by 80. That's just, how careful can I be to type that in my calculator? I would do negative 0.025 times that by 25, e to that, so I'm going to go second natural log of that number. I'm going to do 1 minus that answer, and then times it by 80. Answer's 37.1. Piece it together. If I give you the formulas tomorrow, You just say, I'm going to put a couple story problems on there. Could be a money problem, could be a isotope decay question, could be a bacteria question. Okay on them?
I probably, if you give us the formulas.
I'm definitely going to give you the formulas.